the You Can Do Both podcast. This is Court.
And this is Ashley, and we're coming at you live from Boston.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say on a lovely drop day.
Yes, and it's the 22nd today. And if you know me, 222s are everything. And it's going to be a lucky day for all.
It is. I love that energy. I would like to carry that with me through the day.
Yes.
I would also like to share, I have been so at peace this past week. I have no stress. I am so happy. I am so content. And I think it was my weekend away in New Hampshire. But I came back and I was like, my life is everything and more I could ever want.
Wow.
And I'm just like vibing with that. But usually when I feel like this, something terrible is right around the corner.
Shit.
But I'm just not, I'm going to live in this moment right now. I've been feeling really good.
I love that for you so much. I, however, cannot relate. I feel the complete opposite for so many reasons, but I needed the 22nd in order to change my energy.
Yeah. I also feel like, isn't the Mercury in retrograde ending in 2 days? The 24th, I want to say?
Yeah, I think I don't remember if it's 24th, 26th, or 28th, but soon. Very, very soon. Very soon.
Yeah.
But I love that for you. Hopefully that'll come on over to my way very, very soon.
I'm sure it will. I also feel like we're never in sync for these. I remember when I was going through a time at work about a month ago, you were like, oh, I'm thriving. Everything's good. And I was like, I can barely stay alive right now.
Yep.
And then a week and a half later, all switched. My work stress is gone. And it's like I gifted it to you.
Thank God. Thank you so much. Blessing me with your opposite energy.
Maybe this time I'll pass off the good vibes. But yeah, one of these times we're going to be aligned.
And that's going to be a really great time to be alive.
It's going to be a really great time. Yeah.
I have to tell you something.
Okay. Spill it.
So guys, earlier this week, Ashley and I had a very loose conversation about which days we were recording this week. And the text was from Ashley. She goes, how does Wednesday/Thursday sound? My response is, either works. No other communication occurred between that time and Wednesday morning, which normally we always say like, all right, 7:30 tomorrow morning. Like, we're good. So I wake up, I get ready to record the podcast. Matt is driving me to Ashley's place. I'm looking at her Whoop and I'm seeing she's still sleeping. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, we never confirmed the time. There's like no way we're recording right now.
Yeah.
Like no way. But I'm just like, what if she wakes up at 6:45 and is like, yeah, we are recording. She was just still sleeping. Matt had to drop me off early because he had a golf thing that he had to get to. So mind you, this is 6:30 in the morning, right? I'm like, well, I'd rather be at her place if she wakes up at 6:45 in the morning and decides that she wants to record rather than, going back home or something, right?
Yeah.
So I was in this building at 6:45.
You were here? Oh, you should have just come up.
So I literally, I tell the front door man, I'm like, hey, I was like, I'm going to go up to like a certain apartment, but just not yet. Is it okay if I just sit in the seating area? And he was like, oh, like, are you a trainer or something? And I was like, no, but I'm so flattered that I look like a trainer. Perfect. Thank you. So I just sat there and I waited for you to text me back. And then you were like, let's just record tomorrow. And I was like, perfect. So then I told the man.
You could have told me, this is when I know Courtney didn't actually care to record. Why wouldn't you tell me you were downstairs?
Because I figured you had to go into work. Like, I didn't want to have to throw off your entire day.
Oh my God, you could have come up for coffee or something.
I know. But so then I told the man, I was like, I'm actually going to go get coffee. I'll be right back. And then I never came back.
That's so funny.
The earliest I've ever been here.
Wow.
But I didn't let you know that I was here.
Okay. So moving forward, I will always confirm the night before.
I know.
So sorry.
To be honest, like my mind just wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
Like I literally knew, but I was like, at this point, whatever. I just went to tradesman and I grinded away, and
I
it
feel
was
like that's
fine.
kind of fun. A little switch up in the morning.
Perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah.
A homeless man yelled at me on my walk over the C word. He was a blind homeless man. And
blind?
He had like a walking stick. He almost like hit me with this stick. And then he blurted something like, do you know where the bus stop is or something? And I just didn't answer him. And then he just like literally turned around and yelled at me the C word. And I was like, Ashley, I don't know if I love where you live.
I would 1000% agree. I do not love to the right of my building. Like, yeah. I'm so scared. I was walking back from Pilates last night, and I literally called Joe because I was like, Joe, I don't even feel safe walking through the little fountain area by Park Street. Yeah. Like, I don't like it, and I don't want to be there. No. So there's a new route you can do. So you can bypass all the homeless, sketchy drug people. Nice. I'll show you in the map. It's better.
City living, baby.
Yeah.
All right, Ash, let's hop into the episode.
Okay, so the idea was, you know how people have like a capsule wardrobe? And it's like your closet staples, super minimal, like these are your core things. And then you can mix and match and you can just have a beautiful outfit. Yeah. No matter what, no matter where, anytime or place.
So the title of today's episode is the You Can Do Both Capsule collection.
So cute.
We are trying to live our most harmonious, optimized, wellness, but ambitious life. And so we created a list of all the things that we need in our lives to do that. No fluff, just the basics.
Yeah, which is sometimes nice to like strip back everything and it's like, okay, here is what makes my world go round.
Exactly.
So good.
First one on the list is a comfort TV show.
Everybody needs a comfort show that when you're overwhelmed, when you're sad, you're going through a breakup, if you're honestly having an amazing day at work. Like for me, it is Sex in the City. Mm-hmm. It can relate to any moment I'm going through in life. And I can that's the only show I can rewatch 1,000 times over. And it just makes me feel good without a doubt. It's my comfort show, and I think that show is a comfort show of a lot of women. Yeah. For a good reason. I think there's a different character you can relate to almost every single time you watch it. And no matter what's happening in your life, you're like, yeah, that's me. Yeah. And you just feel better.
Yeah. And I feel like comfort shows are typically shows that you've seen all the way through. Yeah. And so you can just kind of put on an episode, and no matter what it is, you don't need to be like, oh my God, I haven't seen the last one. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's definitely a great one. For me, it's like Friends and more recently Modern Family. Just like something that's mindless. Like I don't need to pay attention to every single word that's coming out of the person's mouth. I get a little chuckle. Yeah. And yeah, it just makes you feel good. I feel like anything that's like girl group or family related is just so relatable. Yeah. And kind of a go-to for a comfort show.
Yeah. The Office used to be it for me in college. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't say, no, it still did make me feel good, but more of like when I'm stressed, when I'm sad, like it just kind of takes your mind off of everything that's going on and you can just easily unwind. But now I would say it's Sex in the City.
Yeah. Fun fact, I've never watched Sex in the City like all the way through.
So that's illegal.
I know. That's why it's not my comfort show.
The next one's near and dear to my heart, and it is a pointed toe heel. Specifically for me, it's in silver. I wear this heel more than anything I've ever worn in my life, if I'm being completely honest. But for you, it doesn't need to be a pointed toe heel. It can just be that one item of clothing that makes you feel good, put together, comfortable. You love the way you look. You love the style. And I think it can rotate throughout your life, like whatever phase of fashion you're in. For me right now and for the past, honestly, 2 years, it's been a silver pointed toe slingback heel.
Yeah. And I feel like you can have a heel that you feel this way about. You can have a sneaker that you put on, but it's ultimately like something that makes you feel put together once you put it on, and then something that you can always rely on when you have like when you're kind of questioning what you wear or whatever it may be. And you know what that just made me think about?
What?
I'm like, I don't have a heel. I mean, I guess I do. Like my comfort heel is the the jelly cinder block thingies,
Yes.
which I don't actually have anymore. But like in the fall and winter, it's an UGG, a platform UGG.
Yeah.
And my question of the day is, are those going to be trending? Are these still going to be popular in this upcoming fall?
Yeah, yeah.
And also, it's fucking fall outside.
I know, and I couldn't be happier.
But it's the way it turned August.
I know.
And all of a sudden, it's 60-degree mornings.
I know.
And to be honest, I'm not ready for it.
I know.
I'm not ready. I love this season, but I'm not ready for all of winter to come.
I like can't stop smiling. Like I'm so happy. You have no idea.
You know what I'm really excited for?
What?
Skiing season.
I know. This is going to be your winter.
I know.
And apparently it's supposed to be a really good winter, like a lot of snow. That's good. That's good for skiing.
I know. All right, here we go. Strap in, everybody. It's getting fucking cold.
I need to get, bringing it back to the heel. I need to get a new pair of black boots.
Yes.
Because I have the
like booties
thick,
or
no, like I need the tall black boot.
boots.
I have the tall black boot, but it has a thick heel and it needs to go.
Yeah.
So I need a skinny heel.
Dolce Vita.
That's what I'm thinking because I have
It's
the
perfect.
other ones, the cranberry ones that are short.
Yeah.
So I literally just need that in the tall black version.
Yeah. And honestly, that's a plug. Like Dolce Vita is one of my favorite places for shoes. Like so comfortable, so stylish, very timeless.
Good quality too.
Great quality.
I only have the one pair, but I really like them.
Yeah, they have like they just released these sneakers that are not Sambas, but like that low sneaker that comes in different colors. They have metallic ones. They have cheetah print ones that everyone's raving about on all the influencers are wearing right now. But yeah, a great staple shoe site to get stuff from. Staple jewelry. For me, I think you need to have like an everyday pair, like of studs, something that you've probably worn forever, high quality. And then I also have found a love for like cooler, more statement earrings. I started to order from Heaven Mayhem, which is like an influencer brand that has like really, really cute jewelry. And they started with earrings, now they're branching into watches, etc. But to be honest, they're like $100 and people get the same exact style on like Amazon.
Yeah.
And I think the quality is great and I would encourage you to invest in a high quality piece. But if you want like more than one, then do what you will. But I just love an earring because if you're wearing a literal lounge set, but you have a good earring on, like that makes you feel and look way more put together. And then something that one of my best friend's grandmas instilled in her is if you are not feeling put together, you need to just worry about your tips of your body. So like earrings, nails, shoes, maybe like hair, like a tip of your literal body. And as long as those items are down pat, then no matter what you're wearing, you're going to look good.
I like that. I've heard something similar that it's like 2 of the 3 need to be done. Either your nails and your hair or your hair and your makeup or your makeup and your nails. So I want to say those are the 3. And like as long as you have 2 of them always done, like you'll look put together. I'm still waiting for the day that like I always have my hair done. It's just really hard, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Jewelry, I am a huge fan of investing in super simple pieces. I have 2 pairs of David Yurman earrings. I have the silver big ones and I have the silver and gold small ones. Those are the only earrings I wear. And then my rings, I have the same 3 on every single day, all quality pieces. One of them is from my noni, and this is like a piece I want to include if you have the opportunity to like have something from a family member, like a sentimental piece of jewelry that's passed down. I just think it's so special. Like I get so many compliments on this ring, and throughout my day, as soon as somebody compliments it, I think of my noni and it just brightens my day. Yeah. And I genuinely think it can turn anything around. So I would encourage that. But every single piece I wear, I can wear in the shower. I can get it wet. It's high quality. I don't have to worry about it. And I just think that's an easier way to live.
And you know what this gets me really excited for?
What?
Investing in great jewelry for myself that I can then pass down to my
Yes.
daughter one day, etc. Because I don't really have pieces from my grandmothers that they have passed down to me. Like, for whatever reason, I just don't think they had like staples, or they weren't at a point to give it away, or I wasn't the person they gave it to. And so I would love to do that for my, what's the word for it? My
Offspring?
Yeah. I don't even know if that's the word, but I would love to be that person that my future granddaughter talks about one day. Like, oh my God, this was my grandmother's or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. I love
100
that.
years from now.
125 years from now.
An honest best friend / close circle of friends. I think if you're an OG, you can do both listener. You experienced an era of Ashley and I being like, why do we only have each other? Like, that is pathetic. Like, we need more friends. Like, we need to branch out of our shell and have this like bigger group of friends that we do things with. And at this point in our lives, we're just like, you know what? Less is more.
Yeah.
Quality people around you that you can trust, that you want to spend time with, that you don't ever need to gossip about or have drama with, is so much more meaningful and like just peaceful for a very busy life. I'm also finding that like I don't really have time for a big group of friends or energy. Like, that's a lot of work. And as long as you have a couple of people, one person in your life that kind of fills your cup, that's really all you need.
Yeah. And like Court said, I feel like you guys have been with us through our journey of, we want a big group. No, we want a small group. We only need each other. Why do we only have each other? I have this thought often when it comes to friendships now, that I feel so strongly and confident that I could move anywhere in the world as long as I had you, Matt, and Joe. And I am so confident in that. Like, I don't care where I am. If I have you guys plus Joe, I think us four could live the happiest little life, and I don't need anybody else.
I couldn't agree more.
Everyone else is just additive and nice and wonderful, but like I feel so strongly that I have my core.
Yeah.
And it's the best feeling in the world. Like, when shit hits the fan, I could call you, Matt, or Joe, and like I have somebody to talk to about everything in my life.
Exactly. You know what that means?
What?
We're gonna live on the same street.
On a compound in the middle of nowhere. No,
our lifelong
my dream is we have one huge lot and we build houses next to each other. We have a shared gym, a shared podcast studio, a shared sauna, cold plunge, like a whole backyard that integrates together. Matt's like, no, I need you so far away. I'm like, you're not getting rid of me.
No. He's threatened by our relationship. He's like, no, she cannot be that close to us. I will never see you again. I'm like, yeah, I don't hate that either. So good.
This one's simple and easy, but I do think it's important. A go-to quick, easy hairstyle. I have two. One is a slick back bun. I think everybody in this world can probably pull off a slicked back bun. Part down the middle, get your products. It's so easy. You can still look put together. Boom, done. I can also curl my hair with the Dyson Airwrap in less than 15 minutes. I can do my entire head if needed. It is so quick, so easy, and I have mastered it, and I look put together.
Yeah.
The only difference between the two is how dirty my hair is.
Exactly.
Oh, and then my third one is honestly my headband.
Yeah.
I feel like this can be just almost like a comfort accessory.
Yeah.
Something that you know how you like the way you look. And then I also like the idea of being known for something. I'll never forget, a You Can Do Both listener came up to me in the real world and was like, oh my God, Ashley, I saw the headband and I knew it was you. And I was like, I love that. That's, you see a headband and you think of me. Like, that just made my entire day.
So good. My equivalent of a headband is a trucker hat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a trucker hat girly, or a structured hat, not necessarily trucker. But I agree. Slicked back means your girl didn't have time to do her hair or didn't have time to wash her hair. It just came back from the gym. But hey, it looks like perfect.
Yeah.
You would never
great.
know. You would never know. But yeah, I think an updo and a downdo is all you really need.
Yeah. And I think as long as you've mastered both of those, It just makes your life easier.
100%.
Let it all work out is Joe's like mantra, and honestly mine as well. Like everything's supposed to be whatever.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. And then a new one that we got, I think it's like a golf saying, but Joe got it on his putter and it says live lucky. And I was like, I don't know why, but that is just so our vibe.
Yeah.
Is live lucky. And I think having a mindset like this just takes away all the pressure that life can throw at you sometimes. And it's like, everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to be. Living lucky, open to opportunity. And I think having a core mindset and really trusting in that is all the difference.
Yeah. It's like when you're having that bad day, you just start replaying that mindset in your head. That whatever that quote is that makes you understand that things are happening for a reason. And similar to that, I've been kind of going back to this one thing recently that is everything in your life obviously happens for a reason. But even if you don't understand the reason or why things are happening to you in the moment, just trusting that there is a reason, I feel like brings so much peace. It's like, I am on a journey of finding out what that reason is, and that should be enough to kind of push you forward and be at peace with whatever's happening in your life.
Yeah. And then you can also take the you can do both mantra of it's never that serious.
Never that deep. This is something I need to very actively work on. Like I've realized in the past, I don't know, few months that I'm just not good at compartmentalizing. And that's something I really want to get better at. But if something's happening at work, well, work is just one aspect of your life. Like you have family and you have friends and you have things, and vice versa. If something's happening with family, like you have a work part of your life to distract you from whatever's going on. And like you're on this earth to live in many different ways and have all these different experiences. So like one thing should not completely derail you and impact your entire like existence and how you're feeling about in like life in general.
Yeah. And I think that exact point is the difference between somebody who's like a successful, happy person and somebody who's miserable.
Yeah.
It's like, do you let one bad thing derail and ruin your entire day?
Yeah.
And I think that's a skill that we all have to practice. But if you can master that whole like, let it go, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, you are on the path to be a very happy person.
Yeah. I actually just saw something. It was a piece of an article from an interview that was done with the founder of Netflix. And he was like, I didn't want to be a founder that had 7 businesses and 7 wives/ex-wives. Like every Tuesday was his day that at 5 p.m. he was done. Like if there was a pressing issue, if everything was going wrong, it better have been figured out by 5 p.m. because he was going to be out the door. On Thursdays was his day. He would always do something with friends. And he just had really strict boundaries around work versus play and family. And I think he's a really admirable founder and person and like entrepreneur in the space. And I just find that so inspiring because people that are so successful prioritize those things as opposed to devoting their all and burning themselves out into one aspect of their life.
This next one is near and dear to my heart as well, but also I didn't realize it was so revolutionary until Courtney called it out.
Yeah.
Shout out MZ Wallace, because I wouldn't have had this without MZ Wallace, but every time you order the bag, it comes with these little zipper pouches. And I started just having a zipper pouch that I transport into whatever purse I'm using that day. I have all of my lip products. I have little Listerine strips. I have hand sanitizer. I have a Tide stick. I have hair ties. Like, I have a little perfume. Everything you need in the mini version and that you would want in your purse. Like, I literally just have to grab this pouch and I throw it in my whatever purse I'm going to have that day. Mm-hmm. It has saved so much energy, so much time. I don't lose anything. I just grab it and go.
I love it.
And in a perfect world, I would also have this concept of a go bag when I travel.
Yeah.
That like everything's already packed and I can just grab and go. I've wanted this for years and I have not, because we're away every weekend.
Yeah.
Like it would be so nice to just have my essentials.
Yeah, have all your makeup, have all your skincare, but double. One's already packed, one's in your
Yeah.
I was thinking about that specifically with my makeup the other day because, like, also always on the go. I have a travel bag, then I have a makeup bag. And I was like, I just want, like, a little container in my drawer that I never have to touch that has all of my belongings in it. Mm-hmm. And then I have a makeup bag that I can throw around and take with me wherever. Like, that's a dream.
Let's do that this fall. We'll go on, like, a little Target Sephora date, and we will get all of our minis and we'll create our little go bags.
Love. Our next thing might look a little different for everyone, but it's essentially a planner and systems to optimize and, like, keep track of all the things that you have going on in your busy, multifaceted life. So, like, I use Google Calendar to share my calendar with the people that I love. But then I also have, like, a physical planner that I sit down and I write my to-dos and my plans on a Sunday for the upcoming week. And it's almost like a form of therapy to me.
Yeah,
it's a journal session. It's a part of my ritual. Yes. And for the longest time, I used to kind of write everything from scratch, like have my little sections on a blank sheet of paper for my affirmations, and then my non-negotiables, and then my little water intake. And right now I'm on a mission of finding a planner that exists in the world that kind of has all the elements that I like to journal or plan about on a weekly and daily basis. And so if I find one, I'll let you know. But right now it's looking like your girl might have to create one. So TBD.
I would love if you did that.
Yeah, me too.
Because everything that you do, it's just probably something I want to do. So it would be perfect.
All right, stay tuned.
And then for me on this topic is I love the Apple Calendar. I love it because I can add to shared calendars. Like, Joe and I have a shared calendar. So he no longer has the excuse of, oh, you didn't tell me that. And I'm like, yes, I did. I told you 15 times, but check your calendar. It's right there. Yeah. Thankfully, him and I both use Apple Calendar, but there's nothing more empowering than when you're out and somebody's like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? And me being able to pull it up and say, oh, I'm here, I'm busy, I'm free. Like, I feel like I have my shit together.
Yeah.
And it is all because of the Apple Calendar.
Yep. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't use the Apple Calendar, but I use Google also because my work is Google. So I have, like, a personal Google, a professional, a hybrid of the two, etc.
Yeah.
But love it no matter what, as long as you have something.
You know what I want to do? This is reminding me of, I want to do, like, a PowerPoint night with friends. I don't know what of. We can pick a topic, but I want, like, each of us to go up there and, like, almost give, like, a pitch about anything in life. It could be about the freaking Apple Calendar.
Wait, that's so fun.
Like, it just sounds fun.
That is so fun.
And I want to present to my friends.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the videos of girls explaining what they do for a living to their friends?
We should do that.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that'd be fun.
It's like pros and cons of the job.
Yeah.
Then there can be another slide on, like, yeah, how do you structure your life? Like, what do you use? That could be really fun.
Okay.
What your summer plans are. Also, I think I'm going to have to make a presentation like that when I'm wedding venue hunting.
Yes.
To sell Madden.
100%.
Hysterical. Next is perfect sunglasses. Courtney, 10 years ago, had more bathing suits and sunglasses than she did any other article of clothing or accessory. Like, it's quite embarrassing. I used to have, like, not a closet, but, like, a drawer dedicated to sunglasses and, like, multiple drawers for bikinis. Granted, I lived in a warm place.
You were a Florida kid.
I was a Florida kid. But do you know how ridiculous that is? Sunglasses having literally $10 ones, cheap ones, things you'd find at, like, CVS or Walgreens. And, like, at the end of the day, you really only need 2 pairs. One that's silver, one that's gold, or one that's brown, one that's black. And just a nice, high-quality pair that, once again, completes your outfits or make you look more put together than you might actually be.
Yeah. In my case, I was never a sunglasses person. I've never found sunglasses that fit my face well until we were in Milan, and I got those pair of sunglasses. In my case, they're tortoise, so they're black and brown. Mm-hmm. So they go with literally everything. I love the way they look on my face. I think they go with every single outfit. I feel so chic, and it is just easy.
And for me, I have, like, a pair of Pradas that was a hefty investment, but I've recently found Le Spec, which is just a really popular brand right now, And pretty much all their glasses are under $100, but it's still really great quality and cool styles, like very chic looks. Like I cannot wear my brown like pair of sunglasses without getting 100 compliments. And even you wore them to the C of E event, and like everyone was asking where they were from.
I love your sunglasses. I love your like, Courtney, great job.
Yeah, exactly. So if you need a good option or a good brand, that is one I definitely recommend.
And mine are Persols, which I had never heard of until Joe introduced me to them. Joe is a very big sunglasses guy, and that's his favorite brand of sunglasses. Arguably one of my favorites on this list is, and something I'm constantly striving for, is a calming, cozy, and clean bedroom. I feel so passionately about this. We have no TV in our bedroom. I try to have nothing on the floor. Like, I want it to be as minimalistic as possible. I talk about that duvet I got off of Amazon. It feels like a cloud. I just think having a peaceful space in your home, specifically your bedroom, like where you lay your head to rest at night, no matter what your day was, I think walking into a space like that is super important.
The place that you disconnect in, like you just want to feel like nothing in the world can like impact how you feel in that one safe space.
Yeah, exactly. For the longest time last week, I had clothes everywhere, like piles of clothes on the floor, like waiting to rotate them into the laundry.
Yep.
And then finally I had like a big laundry day. And now when I walk in there still, I'm like, oh, it's so clean. It's so peaceful. Like there's nothing on the counters or on the nightstands. It just feels fabulous.
So good. I'm so excited because now that we're approaching fall, I'm due for another clean out of like the clothes that are in storage under my bed. Like Matt wants to give me the closet in the room because right now, guys, Matt and I share a tiny closet, and then there's like a closet outside of our bedroom that I take most real estate in. However, it's quite crazy.
Yeah.
And he wants me to have the closet in the bedroom, so I'll have the ability to like reorganize, put new shelves, put whatever I need, and he's going to put hanging racks in where I currently have a lot of my clothes outside. So anyway, it's going to be such a fun project to feel like really, really organized.
Yeah.
And yeah, even like when on the surface level, when you walk into a space, things will look clean. It's still distracting when like your drawers are not organized, when like things just don't have a home.
Totally.
And so being intentional about those little details as well is going to make you have an even more peaceful space in your bedroom.
Yeah. You know, it's my favorite activity. Like,
so if you want to come over and help me,
I would love to.
That's one of my least favorite things.
Yes.
And
I will be there.
Yeah, just having a partner to do it with would be so fun.
After this, I have to show you my bedroom or my closet, because I did do it this week. Just like light work.
Yeah.
Looks so good. Looks so good.
I love it. Okay, and then last one on the list. I highly encourage everyone to find a hobby that doesn't involve blue light. So not a comfort TV show, not doing something on your computer, not doing something that requires you to have your phone around. And it can be so simple. Like we've talked about walks before. I go on walks on the Esplanade. That's like Matt and I's thing after work. And within the past few weeks, I've left my phone at home. Like, I don't even want to worry about having to hold it, having to put it in a pocket. And I'm like, Matt, if anything goes wrong, like, we got your phone. Like, that's it. And it's just the most exciting thing. It's my most exciting time of day. It's just to not have a piece of technology, especially when you're glued to a computer the whole day for your job. But this can be pickleball. This can be golfing. This can be sitting down and doing a puzzle. Doing some crocheting. I am kind of inspired to learn how to crochet this winter.
Have you seen the embroidery with the beads?
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. Just something that gets your mind fully engrossed in something else outside of a screen, I think is so important for your mental health.
Yeah. Actually, the final one, and it wasn't on our original list, but you can tell how important it is to us because Courtney even brought it up at the very beginning of this episode, and it's having an angel number in your life. And this is Courtney's thing for sure. Ever since Courtney has introduced me to angel numbers, my life has been better. And no matter how woo-woo you think it is, even Joe, he's pointing out the angel numbers.
Yep.
Our life is better. And the reason is because no matter how little significance you put on that number, when you see it in your life, I'm sorry, no matter what the day is, you're like, oh, it's I'm on the right path. Like, the angels are with me.
The angels are working in my favor.
You can't not think that when you see one. So no matter how silly you think it is, and I would encourage you to pick your own number.
Yeah.
Because when you see it, you're like, oh, that was for me.
Yeah. People ask me all the time, because apparently I'm known to to love the angel numbers. People are like, how did you choose it? And I'm like, the angel number chooses you. Like, they're like, what do you mean? And it's genuinely just a number
Court said this to me. I was like, Court, how do I pick one? You're like, you just have to, you'll know.
You'll know. Like, you don't pick it, it picks you. But it's because you're going to notice that you start to see, like, the same sequence over and over again. And then you look up the meaning of it. And if it has relevance to your life, then that's what you get excited about when you see it moving forward. And yeah, it has made my life exponentially better. Literally today being an example, what I said at the beginning of the episode, like, if no matter what's going on in my week or in my day today, I'm like, oh, it's the 22nd. So that means good things are happening today. Yeah. So find your angel number. It's going to do wonders in your life.
It will.
Whether it's a placebo, I don't believe it's a placebo, but if you're questioning it, like, whatever, like, it's just something to get you happy.
Yeah. 100%. And with that, I think that closes out our You Can Do Both capsule collection. We hope you enjoyed.
We hope you have the best Thursday ever, even though it's not an angel number when you're listening to this episode. Sorry.
Great news is Mercury will be out of retrograde. So if you've been in a funk the past couple weeks, congratulations. We are out of it. And wishing you a wonderful weekend ahead.
Illy, if you loved today's episode, share it with a friend, rate us 5 stars, make sure you're following us on socials, and we'll see you next week.
Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.